Hi, I'm Chris Haigh and this is the Fiddle channel, and today we're going to play Ye Jacobites by Name. Ye Jacobites by Name is a lovely old Scottish song, and this was a request for Robert, one of my supporters on Patreon. The Jacobite uprisings in Scotland happened between 1688 and 1746, and the point of these uprisings was they wanted to restore the House of Stuart to the crown. And why Jacobite? Jacobus was the Latin name of James II, who was the English and Scottish king. But his line, which was a Catholic line, stopped, and Protestants came back to be kings and queens of England. So there was a lot of death and suffering as a result of these battles and uprisings, and Robert Burns wrote some words for this song. It was actually rewritten because it had been written initially, but not in support of the Jacobites, but against them, saying, come on guys, enough's enough. And Robert Burns's words were more kind of less extreme politically and more kind of humanist. So this is an interesting song with a lot of history behind it. It was popularised in the 60s, I think, by the Corries and the McCalmans, and has been recorded by lots of people. Because it's usually sung, it's been done in a wide variety of keys, but I think this key of A minor is a good key for the fiddle. I'm going to give you a couple of versions of this, a simple and plain version, and then an ornamented version. So the melody goes like this: 1, 2, 3... So pretty straightforward. On the long notes, I think, particularly if you're playing this solo, it's important to count properly and not be tempted to cut those short. Let's try it again with the backing track. Okay, now there's a few places, particularly the open A notes, where you can put a first finger underneath, playing an E note with your first finger, like that. So you can do it on the first note, or the first note after the intro. So as you do the lead in, keep your first finger down. On that note, you can do an open D. So there we've got the first finger again. Here again. And that, I think, is the most important place to put it, which is the final bar. So notice I'm keeping my first finger on from here. so you don't have to plop it down on the final bar. There's a few places where you can do cuts, which are little grace notes. So there. So we're putting on a second finger and a first finger before the open A. And notice we are slurring into that, so that from the grace notes are going into the next note as part of the same bow. Here are two grace notes. So in fact, whenever you're going from a first finger to an open, then that's a good place to do that. You could do a roll on that D. And for the roll, I do have a video about the roll. And I also have one about cuts and double cuts. Okay, let's try it one more time, actually 3 more times, and I will add some of those variations. You might also consider a doing the first line up an octave, and I would then jump down, because whereas third position is easy, relatively easy to get in tune, as soon as you go higher up, particularly for a folk fiddle player, it becomes dangerous territory. So on a repeat of a tune, I will often jump up, but do look ahead in advance to think whether you're going to be able to do the whole section up an octave or whether it's going to be just part of it, as is this case. Okay, I'll play it a couple of times more round with the backing. One more thing to notice about this, being Scottish and being an air, then a good classical tone with vibrato is quite a good thing, in a way that if you were playing an Irish air, it would not be a good thing. Vibrato works well in Scottish music, it does not work well in Irish music generally. So be aware of that. If you'd like a copy of the sheet music, do subscribe to the channel, send me an email, I will send you a free PDF copy. And if you consider joining me on Patreon, you can get hold of all of my PDFs just for the cost of 1 month's subscription of £4. You can get all 500 PDFs that I've done, which is a bargain, and lots of other goodies on there as well. Thank you for watching. I'll see you again soon.